welcome back after a brief interlude. Last week I was busy getting everything set up onto YouTube, which is like a full-time job in itself. And I just have no time for technology. I wish things would go back to normal and I could teach in a studio again and we could all be together, but here we are. This evening, I'm going to freestyle, free flow a little bit, which I usually don't do in class. I haven't done that since maybe 4 years ago, a year into I started teaching. I used to go to class in free flow. I found that worked for me for a while. Luckily, I'm good at remembering sequences from right to left side. And then as I developed as a teacher, I put a little bit more thought into the sequence and the why. But today I'm feeling just like I want to flow with you guys. I also worked out this morning, so I'm a bit tight, so it's probably going to be quite a stretchy class rather than a stretch class, which is really nice. So we'll start in child's pose. And you can take either closed knee, wide knee, whichever variation you prefer. If you prefer an active child's pose, extend the hands out in front and lift the elbows off the floor. If you prefer a more restorative, passive posture, allow the elbows melt into the earth and the forehead to connect to the earth and the head to be heavy. And the sit bones to be heavy back on the heels. And we'll take some nourishing, cleansing breaths in and out. And you at home can breathe however feels appropriate for you. So if you need to exhale through the mouth or sigh, if you'd like to incorporate an Ujjayi breath, of course, do. But I encourage you to breathe in and out through the nose and have a steady, even breath. So inhales and exhales, even in length. Allowing for a moment to ground and to connect to your practice and to the space that you are in. Allowing a moment to connect to your body and to your breath. It's quite nice to keep the eyes closed here. As you come up into a tabletop pose, adjust the hands and the knees as needed. So we're in all fours. And begin to flow with the breath here, cat-cow. And the inhale will open up through the front body, arch the spine, chin, tailbone lifts. And as you exhale, dome through the back, draw the navel to the spine. A couple more like this, articulating through the spine, and you can adjust your movements to adapt to the rate or the speed of your breath. And you can keep these cat-cow, this undulating of the spine linear, especially for the first few. Or you can begin to move in different planes of movement, opening up through the side body, or taking figure of eights, or allowing the elbows to bend, the head, the neck to roll. And as you move and whatever direction you are moving. Tune into how the body is feeling, acknowledging where you're feeling tight or tense, and maybe exploring that movement further, deeper. Also acknowledging where you might be feeling open, spacious. Are you feeling strong or tired? Are there any injuries that you might need to be mindful of throughout practice, or you might need to modify for? So as we warm up, asking yourself these questions, tuning in to where it is that you are this evening. And then we'll meet back in tabletop. Quite similar to child's pose, except we keep the hips lifted over the knees. Begin to walk the hands towards the top corners of the mat. And as you do so, the forehead will begin to soften back to the earth as it did in child's pose. You can keep a gentle tension through the tummy as the heart space, the chest bone, begins to melt towards the earth. Now, if this is too much for you, you can take the arms wider so the V gets bigger. Or you can bend the elbows and take the thumbs together. If you know this pose and are happy to go deeper and your body is comfortable there, you can bring the arms to parallel and bring the chin and chest to the earth. The sit bones extend high and we soften through the back of the shoulder blades, the back of the heart space. Walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. And then tuck the toes. Hands might walk a little bit further out in front, maybe an inch or two. Spread the fingers wide. And then slowly peel the sit bones to the sky. And as you do so, you might begin to pedal the feet, allowing one heel melt towards the earth as you bend the opposite knee. And then change the legs. And as you do so, you'll notice that the hips might begin to sway from side to side. Allow the shoulders to be soft. Hands charge down into the earth and finger pads press into the mat and gently traction them back towards the palms. The drishti can rest between the toes or to the navel. I personally prefer the toes. And we'll find a stillness here in the dog, and of course the knees can remain bent as the heels melt towards the earth, but they may or may not touch. Let's take a deep breath in together. And a long breath out. 2 more times like this. Big breath in. Long breath out. Last one here. Inhale. Exhale, let it go, maybe through the mouth. And on the next breath in, gently place the knees back on the floor for a cow pose. toes, send the sit bones back. Inhale, cow pose, coming back the way we came, heart and tailbone lifts, belly lowers. Exhale, downward facing dog. Back to child's pose through cow on the inhale. Exhale, child's. This time, as you inhale, walk the hands back towards the knees. Come on up to a seat. And then cross the ankles behind you and roll back onto the sit bones. Take the feet out in front. Cross the right shin over the left. And bring the hands to the knees. Allow the shoulders to be soft, so we're neither drawing them up towards the ears or pulling them down the back. They're in a neutral position. And then the chin gently tucks so that the back of the neck is long. Lifting up through the crown of the head as you ground down through the sit bones. Take a full breath in and out. Allow the chin to drop towards the chest. And then slowly roll the right ear towards the right shoulder. Feel a lovely long opening through the left side of the neck. If you'd like to take this a little deeper, left fingertips walk out towards the left, maybe hover them off the mat. Right hand comes over the left ear and allow the hand to gently draw the head towards the right shoulder. Release the hands back to the lap, roll the chin towards the chest, and then left ear over to the left shoulder. Tippy finger, the right fingers out towards the right, maybe hover them off the floor, left hand over the right ear. Breathing in to any tension that you might be holding in the right side of the neck. Release both hands, roll the chin back towards center, and then inhale, lift the head over the shoulders. And then we'll walk the hands out in front, keep the heart lifted. Pad the hands, or the palms of the hands, as much as feels comfortable for you. For some, we might come onto the forearms. For others, you'll stay on the hands. Be mindful that the back doesn't start to round too much through the lumbar spine or the upper back as we let the heart stay lifted, gazing to the tip of the nose or closing down the eyes. Slowly walk the hands back towards the shins. Right hand comes behind the right hip. Inhale, left hand to the sky. And as you exhale, back of the left hand outside of the right knee. You can stay here, take a bind, wrap the right arm around the back. Finger pads grip onto the inner left thigh, and then gaze or drishti over the right shoulder. Be sure to ground the sit bones into the earth and lift up tall through the crown of the head so the spine stays long. Release the arms, bring the body back towards center. Swap the position of the legs so the left shin is now out in front. Inhale, lift the heart. And as you exhale, walk the hands out in front, either staying on the palms, the forearms, or bringing forehead to the floor. And then we'll walk the hands back towards the legs, left hand behind you, right arm reaches up. And then back of the right hand to the outside of the left knee. As you inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist a little deeper, take the drishti over the left shoulder, bind if that's where you're going. Release, come back towards center, plant the hands. We'll meet back in our tabletop pose. We'll kickstand the left leg out towards the left as you send the right foot back, sole of the foot comes to the floor. Peel the right hand to the sky for a modified side plank. Test the balance by taking the gaze up to the right thumb, or if you need to keep it on the floor, that's fine too. Option to stay here, lift the right leg parallel to the earth. Extend the leg out from the hip. And then option to stay here or bend the right knee and take hold of the foot behind you. As you find the foot, kick the foot into the hand and then send the heart forward. So we're in a back bend but flipped on its side. And then without any drama, back to our modified Ardha Chandrasana. Let the leg come long, flex the foot. And then we place the foot on the floor, and as you do so, left fingertips come off the mat. Right hand towards the right leg, left arm reaches up and over, gate pose. Slowly place the hand back onto the floor. Both knees, both hands, and then kickstand the right leg out to the right, left foot onto the floor. Slowly peel the left hand high. Either take the gaze to the thumb or to the earth, depending on how balanced you're feeling. And then option to lift that left leg parallel to the earth. You can stay here or bend the left leg. Take hold of the foot in the hand and then kick the foot into the hand. Find that arch through the back. So front body opening. Kiss the shoulder blades together. And as mindfully as you came in, find your half moon modified pose one more time. Left foot to the earth. Peel the right hand up and over, left hand to the left leg, right hand high. And then slowly, left hand, right hand down, both knees to the earth. Find the position for the hands for down dog. And we'll take sit bones to the sky, extending through the spine, draw the belly in. And we'll take a full breath in together. And a long breath out. Take the gaze between the thumbs and then heel toe or tippy toe, or take a little hop, whichever is appropriate for you, towards the top of the mat, but feet remain about hip distance apart. As we soften through the knees, take hold of opposite elbows and let the head be heavy. Give the head a gentle nod, little shake. Sway the upper body from side to side or pulse through the spine, whatever you need to do to create length through the spine, to release tension through the shoulders and the neck. And then slowly begin to stack the spine, curling all the way up. Let the skull stack over the shoulders, over the hips, over the ankles. And then we'll take the hands to the sky for Urdhva Hastasana, gaze up to the thumbs. And as you exhale, fold in half. As we inhale, hands to the shins or to the earth if you're ready, lift the heart halfway, flat back. And then exhale, plant the hands. Plank pose, stepping one foot followed by the other. Knees can come to the earth to modify, or you can stay in your high plank with the knees lifted. Wherever you are, root down through the hands and find length through the spine. Take a full breath in. And then as you exhale, lower all the way to the mat, coming through Chaturanga, belly connects to the earth. Untuck the toes. Backs of the feet connect to the floor, and then I prefer to take my hands outside of my mat and come onto the fingertips. Waving through the spine 3 times. On the inhale, we lift the heart. And as you exhale, lower back to the earth. Inhale, lift the heart, strong through the legs, glutes engaged. Exhale, melt back onto the floor. Last time, full breath in. Exhale, melt down, hands return under the shoulders. You can come through bent knees or high push-up. Downward facing dog is where we're going. You can take a still down dog. You can continue to pedal out the feet, whatever feels right for you. And take a full breath in. Long breath out. Step the feet in about a foot or so. Knees can stay bent. And then the right hand wraps around the left leg, either on the calf, the ankle, or the heel. Knees stay bent, tummy draws in, and then gaze comes underneath the left armpit. So we're still long through the spine, a little twist in the down dog. Releasing the right hand, replace it onto the mat. And take the same on the opposite side. So left hand around the calf, the ankle, or the heel. Gaze under the right armpit. Both hands return to the earth. Let's take that right leg high. As you breathe in, really ground down through the hands, give space to the ears. And then as you open the hips, but keep the shoulders square, bend through that right knee, flex the toes, heel towards the left glute. Let the left heel melt towards the earth, regardless of whether it touches or not. And allow the heart to track towards that left thigh. You can roll through the ankle or the knee, depending what feels good for you, or you can stay in stillness. On the next breath in, we'll straighten the right leg, square off the hips. And as you exhale, bring the knee towards the nose, tiger curl. As you inhale, extend the leg high. And then exhale, knee towards the nose, gaze forward, step the foot through. The back knee connects to the earth. You can tuck or untuck the toes. Inhale, sweep the arms up and over, and then allow the shoulders and the hips to soften, but keep grounding through the feet as you draw them towards one another. The heart lifts to the sky for a gentle back bend, and you can take any variation with the hands. Maybe interlace the fingers and release the index finger. You can keep them palms facing one another. Take a full breath in and out. Last breath in here. Exhale, hands to the earth. Tuck the toes, lift the back knee. Ground down through the left hand and then peel the right hand to the sky for a little twist. Draw the navel in so the belly's not resting on the thigh, and then lift up through the back of the left leg so the back leg is long and strong. Last breath in. Exhale, knee down, reach the right fingertips to the back of the mat. And then either stay here, you can even allow the right knee to track out to the right, coming onto the baby toe side of the right toes. And you have the option to bend the back knee and take hold of the foot in the hand. Heart spirals towards the sky. Draw the heel in towards the glutes. Take a deep breath in and out. Few more breaths here. Slowly, as you came in, come out, place the left foot back onto the floor. And then tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, ground through the hands, three-legged dog, right leg to the sky. Exhale, knee over to the left elbow, and then the foot will reach towards the outside of the mat on the left-hand side for fallen triangle. Left hand peels to the sky, right hand grounds. Gazing either up to the left thumb or onto the floor. Full breath in. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, lower down, and then take a cobra or an up dog, whatever calls you here. Downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. Big sigh out. Left leg to the sky as you inhale. And as you exhale, allow the hips to stack, bend through that left knee. Flex the toes as the heel comes towards the right glute. You can roll the ankle or the knee, or you can stay in stillness. Inhale, left leg straightens, hips square. Exhale, knee to nose, tiger curl. Inhale, reach the leg back, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee towards the nose, gaze forward, step the foot through, back knee to the earth. Tuck or untuck the back toe. Inhale, reach the hands high, allow the hips to soften, but keep them square. Take whichever version with the hands you did before. If you're interlacing the fingers, maybe switch the grip. Navel draws in as you inhale and heart lifts up. Gentle back bend here, strong through the legs as you traction the inner thighs towards one another. Full breath in and out. Last breath in. Exhale, both hands to the floor. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Peel the left hand up. The left knee remains bent. You're strong through that back leg. Gaze is up towards the left thumb, and we draw the navel in so the belly's not resting on the thigh. Gently place that right knee down. Keep the left fingertips reaching towards the back of the mat. And either stay here, bend the right knee, take the foot in the hand. Heart is spiraling towards the sky. And the left knee can track out towards the left, or you can come onto the baby toe side of the left foot. Slowly release that foot back to the earth. Lift the back knee off the floor, ground down through both hands. Inhale, three-legged dog. Left leg reaches high. Exhale for fallen triangle, so we'll bring the knee over towards right elbow, straighten the leg. Ground down through the left hand. Inhale, right hand to the sky. Last breath in. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, plank pose. You can skip the Vinyasa or lower down Chaturanga. And you can take a back bend of your choice. And then we'll meet in a child's pose. Take a few deep breaths in and out. I'm going to move into pigeon pose, finding down dog when you're ready. As before, right leg lifts up on the inhale. Exhale, knee behind the right wrist, foot over towards the left. Then walk the back knee out behind you before untucking the toe. You might come onto tippy fingers, heart lifts. You might also place a bolster, a block. Oh, those are the days. You might also place a pillow underneath the right glute to bring the floor a bit closer to you, and then melt the upper body down onto a pillow, onto your hands, onto your mat. Oh, this is actually just what I've been waiting for the whole practice. I love pigeon pose. If you have any knee injuries, get onto the back, take reclined or dead pigeon. Then work to soften through the hips, the shoulders, the face. I don't like having my forehead to the earth here, so I tend to take one ear onto my proper, the earth. And then when I change sides, I take the other ear. remove whatever props you might have in your way. Tuck back toe, lift back knee, three-legged dog. Now you can take a vinyasa. I'm not going to because I'm a little bit lazy today. I'm sure you noticed we spent absolutely no time on our feet. That was intentional. Left leg to the sky when you're ready. Knee behind, left wrist foot over towards the right hand side of the mat. Walk the back leg out behind you. Come on to the tippy fingers for an inhale. Adjust the props. And on the exhale, we lower the upper body down. And slowly peel on up. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee off the mat. Three-legged dogs. You inhale one last vinyasa if you want. And then we'll meet on a seat. So lazy today. Come into a forward fold of your choice. So that can be legs out in front, soles of the feet together, knees apart. It can be feet wide as a V, and you can take an active or a passive posture, so yin or yang pose. And closing down the eyes. If you're in an active posture, the feet are flexed, and the heart is lifted, the spine is flat, and you're drawing shoulders away from the ears to give them a little bit of space. And the legs are active. If you're in a more yin-like posture, allow the legs to go to sleep, allow the upper body to drape over the legs, and let the head be heavy. Slowly peel on up and then come to lay on to your back. This is going to be a shorter practice this evening. I said between 30 and 45 minutes. I think we're all ready we're at the 40 minutes. So it's 40 minutes. From here, guys, just finish practice however you want to finish, whether that's a nice simple twist either side, or a happy baby, whether it's a few back bends, or a shoulder stand, or all of the above. A nice way to finish this might just be taking legs at the wall if you are close to a wall, scooting around, legs up, laying flat on the floor. And then be sure to take Shavasana. See you tomorrow, hopefully, for some yin. Namaste.